Hi everyone, this is Femi Shade and I'm the creative director behind Femi's Dessertsville brand. This right here is my YouTube channel. So today I will be teaching you how to go about making the best chocolate cake recipe ever. You know, growing up, I'd always liked to be a baker, and even when I started baking, I tried my hands on a lot of recipes regarding chocolate cake because I personally love chocolate cake so much. But this right here is the game changer, tested and trusted, so you guys should try it out. So you come along with me as I teach you the step-by-step guide on how to achieve the best chocolate cake ever. But before we get right into it, I'll urge you all to please kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on your notifications so that for every video that pops up, you'll be the first to get notified. I'll be dropping the ingredients in the description box so that you can get access to that very easily. So let's get right into it now. Before we start, I'd like to let you know that this is an oil-based recipe, which means it is a cake that is baked using vegetable oil. So it is a very sensitive or delicate cake, but very easy to know how to bake. So the first thing you're going to be doing before you start is to get your 8 inches pan prepped. This measurement is for an exact size of an 8 inches round pan as seen in this video. I already prepped mine, but if you would like to see a video of how I've achieved this in the past, you can go through my channel for other baking videos that show how I achieve my pan to be this exact way. So basically, simply I just use the butter to oil the pan, and then I dust off to make sure that there is a good friction to make the cake come out very well when the cake is baked. So that said, the next thing we're going to be doing is, you're going to be preheating your oven to the 180 degrees mark before you start, so that there's going to be a considerable amount of heat that has been trapped into the oven before you put up your cake inside. Note that before you bake up your cake, you cannot use a cold oven or an oven that is not heated enough, because it's going to affect the structure and the texture of your cake overall. So I already preheated my oven 180 degrees centigrade mark, or the gas mark of 4 if that's how your oven is designed, or you can do the 240 degrees Fahrenheit depending on what your oven temperature states. So we're going to go ahead to first prepare the dry ingredients. I measured everything out to make the video faster so that we can go straight into the business of the day. So we're going to be using all-purpose flour here, 2 cups all-purpose flour. I already sieved this, but I'm going to be doing that one more time to make sure that I get rid of every air pocket that might be trapped in it, and to make sure the flour is as light as possible. Next thing I'm going to be adding is going to be 3/4 cups of the cocoa powder. Any good brand of cocoa powder works just fine. So I'm going to be adding that into the flour. I'm going to be sieving that right into it. Then I'm going to be adding baking soda. The baking soda is for structure, so it has a little bit more quantity than all other ingredients that have the 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to be using 2 teaspoons of baking soda right here, goes into it. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Any good brand in all of these products is good. I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of salt as well. Good, any table salt is fine. And then we'll be sifting all of this together as the dry ingredients. Once I'm done with that, look at the lumps that I try to avoid. That's why I sieve these things, to make sure that all of these things don't get into the batter. I personally don't sift out my batter when I'm done. I make sure that I sieve everything before I finish. So you just combine this using your spatula to give it an even blend, to make sure that everything is well blended in, and then just simply set that aside. So you start off with the wet ingredients now, and all you need to do is get your mixer. You can easily use your stand mixer as I'm using here, or you can use your hand mixer as well. So we'll go in first with the granulated sugar, the regular granulated sugar. This is 2 cups of granulated sugar here. A cup like this would be just fine. This is 250 ml cup, 2 cups of granulated sugar. Then 1 cup of vegetable oil. I don't talk about sunflower or canola oil, just the good old vegetable oil. So this is really accessible, so anybody can try this recipe. And then the next thing that goes into it is going to be, first of all, I forgot to tell you that